Ryan Poles had the opportunity to speak to the media before the NFL Combine officially started, and he had some really good answers for Bears fans, and he still left everyone on a cliffhanger as always. The good news is that Ryan Poles is getting close to making a deal with defensive back Jaylon Johnson on an extension. He wants Johnson to stay, quoted that he's a great asset to the team, the locker room. This past year, he really improved, and he's excited to keep him on the Chicago Bears and wants to do it on a long-term deal, doesn't want to do a franchise tag. Poles even started also himself with the hot topic of what they're going to do at quarterback. I'm going to break that all down for you guys, and I'm very excited to bring you this reaction. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago. My name is Dick Brody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. If you're excited for this upcoming NFL Combine and think that Ryan Poles is going to make the right decision, whether that is trading Justin Fields and taking a quarterback or trading the Hall and keeping Justin Fields, make sure to hit the like button on this video to show your support. Comment your thoughts on the reaction as well, or just throw a bear down in the comment section below. I am giving away an autographed Brian Urlacher jersey to one lucky subscriber. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment bear down in the comment section below. So let's get into the big positive topic of the day. Sounds like Jaylon Johnson will be a Chicago Bear next season, so you guys can punch that ticket in, buy your jersey, get things going, because it is going to be a good asset to keep. Ryan Poles wants to keep Jaylon Johnson on a long-term deal. It's noted that he is talking to his party. Conversations are going really well, and they're getting close to making a deal. So expect that before free agency, which is only about 3 weeks away. So stay tuned for that very exciting news. Also, want to give a shout out to the entire Bears front office, coaching staff, everybody for constantly congratulating the newest Hall of Famers in Devin Hester, Julius Peppers, and Steve McMichael. I think it's a really classy move to show that we are appreciating the history of this franchise, and Poles opened up with that. Also, another quick shout out, Poles has lost a ton of weight. Looks really great. The stress is definitely off of him. Those walks around the field are definitely paying off. Hopefully we see that at the Combine as well. I think it would just be the cherry on top to keep things going. But want to give a shout out to our general manager of taking care of his health. So let's go into the quarterback one situation and how Poles broke it down. He quote, the hot topic, the first pick, the quarterback situation. I do not have a master plan to present to anyone today. We are going to make the best decision for the Chicago Bears, unquote. I like that answer. I think that he's keeping everything open. He's also allowing other teams to be like, man, they are considering Caleb Williams. I'm going to have to give up more for it. And overall, it's just going to cost me an arm and a leg. But Poles is playing this thing right. Not only that, he has had transparency with Justin Fields, which I'm going to break down a little bit more. But what he said is that you guys know me well enough. If we go down that road of talking about a new quarterback, I want to do well for Justin as well. We're not going to rush this. We're going to make the best decision for the organization. We are not going to leave him in the dark, and I want him to succeed as well. That's fantastic. It truly shows that he does care about Justin Fields, but he does want to make the right decision for this franchise, whatever that means. He might get an offer for Fields he can't refuse, and as we all know, he does have to pay him in 2 years. He does have his rookie contract this year and an option next year, but overall, a stressful situation for Poles nonetheless. And also, Ryan Poles has confirmed he has spoken with Justin Fields' party about the situation and keeping it transparent with them what they're doing. I think that's great. You could tell Fields' frustration a few weeks ago when he was featured on the St. Brown podcast that he just wants to know. And I totally understand that. Anybody wants to know what's going on, especially if their future is on the line with a team they want to play for. But Poles is talking to his party, which I think is fantastic. Going back to Jaylon Johnson real quick, the reason why he wants to do a long-term contract is he doesn't want to put him on the franchise tag. He thinks it sends a bad message to players. It probably won't end up doing it this year on anybody, which I think is great because he just wants to make sure that they have the longevity and the trust of the front office, that they also will be on the field for a long time. Then he was asked about what he would need for the #1 overall pick. And he said, quote, it's hard to say right now, but it has to help our organization significantly. I want the kind of return that I got last year and more, unquote. Poles wants the bag. And I think that he also kind of opened up to there could be multiple trade backs. He's evaluating every situation. Wouldn't comment on that he's already spoken to teams about trade back, but he said that his phone has not stopped buzzing. He's been invited to dinners. Overall, he is one of the most popular men in Indianapolis right now. I mean, obviously, he's got a great franchise. He has a #1 overall pick, and people want a lot of guys in this draft. So overall, great overall situation for the Chicago Bears, and Ryan Poles is handling this very professionally. One last comment before I close this episode out is that Poles would like to know what they're doing at the quarterback situation before free agency. He said tomorrow would be ideal, but he understands this process takes time. That's from my good friend Dave. I think that it's I think it's so true. Like, he wants to know what's going on because that could determine who he signs, offensive lineman, whether he drafts a rookie center or goes out and gets a center, takes an edge, drafts an edge. Overall, just a big situation for the Chicago Bears, and it has to be done right. And I'm sure that he's wanting to have that answer over the next couple of weeks. So things are going to heat up real quick here, folks. Those are the main talking points today. He only talked for about 15 minutes, so it was short and sweet. But that's what I wanted to give you guys today. Good news all around. Some answers will be here sooner than you know it. Again, please hit the like button on this video. Comment your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that, thank you, as always, for this episode of Just Another Chicago. My name is Nick Rody, and as always, bear down, baby.